you're fucking so annoying, Katie. You know that?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs.
Ooh,
it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Stroud working out of the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Get your ass on that ground,
boy. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
That's some bull.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, Make
Let's
them catch
go,
it behind
Chicago
you because they run out of
Bulls.
space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Pick the play, bro.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
From the 33, here's second down at 7.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a 3rd and 6.
Why, Tony, here we go, let's go.
Back to throw, here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Man, you ain't seen me all over that.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Put some respect on my name. I was Moore the whole time.
42-yard line.
I'm Mr. Pick 6. Please put some respect on the name.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you. leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Third and 5. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Bears 8, Texans nothing.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Williams. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield.
And so
down
one
to
little
43.
spin gets him out of everything.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Already.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They intercept Stroud again. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
Yeah, right. What else
He'll
I
get
gotta
it
do?
all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Catch,
They
dude.
brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, hey.
Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Mixon. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
C.J. Stroud. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. He'll buy some time right. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Looking to throw is Williams. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. On 4th down, here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
To throw, it's Williams.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he is going to have the Bears first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got Allen. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 36 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Send them back to the lobby.
But just add that to the list.
Send him back to the lobby.
Today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Jamison Wild. Jamison Wild.
Here comes 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Stroud. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Already.
Stroud to throw it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Stroud. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, south. Buggy.
Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here now, 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long.